How does this kick
Well,
off?
I think once we started going to POW house. I think that was kind of a catalyst for us getting seen, I guess, by people. But we also were in the same area as Butler, Sean Butler.
Oh yeah.
So he would ride with Sean Butler more than I would.
Well, all of us used to ride together. Beat Butler, No Coup to the End, George, you.
Hey.
Yeah, so our crew was pretty crazy, looking back.
Yeah.
With Sean Butler, Mike, George, I'd say all of us up and coming.
Yeah.
I think being from Southern California, I recognize all of those names, like Zapata and stuff like that.
Well, you think even before that, like you said, how did we start? Like you said, the lake bed, also known as the Colossus, and it was like amazing set of trails. It was almost like a racetrack, and it had like full berms and everything, like full on racetrack in front, and in the back were lift up and like step up them just to flat. So it's like you can learn back here and then take it to the racetrack and doubles up here. And like Moeller and all these other guys. It's the first time I met Pova there.
Oh, really?
Like all sorts of guys, like pros would go there and ride. So it was like,
So you guys are immersed in the scene.
that was definitely the catalyst for like, oh, this is what BMX is. And I rode there, twice a week after school.
Yeah.
Like religiously. It was an amazing spot.
Mm.
Growing up, I was like super lucky to have that.
Did you get dropped off there? Did you ride your bike from your house all the time?
Mostly just rode there. Yeah.
It wasn't close.
No, it was just
far.
crazy. I drilled my dad not too long ago. I was like, how do you let me do that? Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
After school.
Easily 5 or 6 miles.
Probably middle school. I don't know. In middle school, high school, just riding my bike.
I mean, I would ride
He
to
didn't even know.
No, I told him.
No,
I mean,
But like, cell phones didn't exist.
didn't exist.
So it's, if I were to eat shit there, I gotta look for a payphone or something.
Well, bad news travels fast.
Thanks,
But like I would ride to his house an hour and a half, and then we would ride to the
Sheep Hill.
sheep hill. So we'd ride to the ditch and then ride 20 miles.
I don't even
down.
know how far Sheep Hill is.
20, it was 26 miles from me,
Yeah.
but like from there it's like 15 miles down and back.
Yeah.
And we do it like $4 in our pockets.
We'd be
no phones.
exhausted by the time we even get there. Eat Carl's Jr. or whatever.
Yeah, and then we'd ride all day, and then have to ride like 20 miles home.
Yeah. It was that's wild.
Yeah.
And we were like, I was like 15.
Yeah.
15.
We were stupid.
No helicopter parents back then.
I guess not.
No, barely parents apparently. But I remember my parents when someone would drop us off too. They'd drop us at the top of the ditch.
Yeah.
My dad's work was right around there. The
Yeah.
the riverbed.
Yeah.
It was. I remember it would suck too because sometimes it'd be windy, so the whole way was just against the wind.
Well, what's crazy is with the riverbed comes transients all the way down. So it's like every bridge is a transient right there,
Yeah.
So it's like our parents must have just been clueless to let us do that.
Yeah,
We did that how many times?
I don't know, 50 times.
Yeah.
I don't know, over a
So
few years.
stupid.
Yeah.
Like for a while, it's like in the summer, it's like every other weekend.
Yeah.
Wild.
I have no idea.
Who's your first sponsor? Who's like your first like
Honestly, probably George, He just, I think, probably gave both of us parts. Or he was sponsored by Vision Streetwear at the time, and he knew Woody.
Mhm.
So,
I do remember you getting like actual frames from GT.
yeah, so I
George.
used to go through frames quite a bit. And since George was friends with Woody, and at this time, Woody was in charge of GT with the air team, whatever.
Mhm.
Is that what it's called?
I don't remember.
Air shows or something crap. So anyway, I was going through frames, and Woody was like, I can't sponsor you, but if you break a frame, I'll just warranty it.
Mhm.
So I just got these 20-inch top tube